So last time y'all did shit. The end.
The end.
Nice.
There we go. Nice campaign session. Way to go.
We killed Ned.
No. So last time y'all finally you got back to Cordelia after dealing with a Bahir that you signed up for. You turned in the quest in which also you decided as a team to give John the parts so he was able to make a staff of the Bahir, which I believe should be on your character sheet already. Eric,
Oh,
if
I didn't
not,
even see. Let me look. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay.
okay. Yep, so
That
you
was
did
good. That was real casual. Good job.
And then y'all did some just kind of fiddling about things. Along with going to the smith, found out that the smith heiress actually adopted some of the kids from Saltmarsh, in which Leopard ended up getting some gifts for the kids. Jax began to
Oh,
delve
whoa.
into.
Don't gloss over Needle and these children.
Hey.
She bullied a child.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the one child was amputee.
Yes.
No pity.
Let's state that for the record, folks.
Equality.
But Jax decided to take up poison making and
Yeah.
look into that a little bit. Needle did some potion work. John did some fishing, and then Tormund, upon trying to investigate a note that he found, got a drunken guy to translate it, and then thoroughly killed him in the alley.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Since he's not here, can we like rummage through his stuff?
Now.
I. He's sleeping.
As opposed to not thoroughly killing him?
Can I go heal him now?
But so and after that, y'all got back and met up with Abrola again. R4 had finally taken all the time he needed and was able to show you the exact location of Project Hybrid, which was one of the facilities that you learned of. Um, you agreed, or you asked Abrola to accompany you to Project Hybrid to kind of see what a facility actually looks like, and hopefully this will kind of scourge away from council business because while Project Shifter was kind of in the immediate forethought of the council, you decided to withhold this information from them, so they technically don't know about it. So you're bringing Abrola to assist you and kind of do that, but you also decide to take a job to hunting uh, a mysterious fire creature that has been getting closer to the forest around Oakenfell. And y'all ended the session with then by ending the night, and that you were gonna meet up with the Brola the next morning and go ahead and head into Oakenfell. So we'll go ahead and just start from as if y'all just finished your long rest. So I don't know if anyone used any resources or not, but if you want to just make sure to long rest just in case.
Yes, I want to make sure I have all my charges back too.
I'll never say no to a long rest.
Boop, doop, 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 boom. I did give that ointment to Ryan last time, correct?
I thought she
You-
didn't want it.
Okay. I just had it still in my inventory, so I was about to delete it.
Here,
So-
let me double check.
Yeah, she should have two, because she bought one and I bought one for her.
Okay, let's see.
Then she was embarrassed, right? So she didn't want to take it or something.
I think I shamed her into taking it.
Oh, okay. That checks out.
Okay, yeah. So now she has a total of 4 of those.
Shame.
So she should have. That means 20 charges then.
Nope, she has 16. 'Cause
Oh,
her starting magic item was a thing of ointment.
got
That's
it.
the
Okay.
only one she's used so far. So
Okay. I thought she was like running low on those when so I got her one. She scammed me. She scammed the scammer.
Ooh.
You've been had.
I'm in love.
but granted, she only had one before, so
That's true. Hey, you know what? It's
Yeah.
never okay. It's never bad to have other people who can heal us quickly. I got the anti Thanos gauntlet.
wait until I give an enemy the Thanos gauntlet.
I must have it on my other hand.
What are you barking at?
Sick 'em. Fuck 'em up.
Good morning, everyone.
That I've tried.
Yeah.
She was barking at the neighbors getting out their car one time, and I put her outside, and it's just like, "Go get him!" He wanted to get him. She was like, "No, Dad." And I'm like, "Kidding."
Dad, this is not okay. I'm little.
It was a prank.
But yeah, so
Good morning,
I can't
everybody.
remember if y'all decide where to meet Arola, but we will just say that whenever y'all are ready to go, that y'all decide to meet her at her office in the academy.
That works. I don't think we actually told her where.
Oh, we haven't started traveling yet, or we're in Oak.
No, so y'all y'all just woke up pretty much. So
Oh,
Main
okay.
thing is
I
just
was
that-
like, hold on.
the main thing is, yeah. So if there's anything you want to take care of in town before you go, it's mainly what this time period is for.
I think we did pretty good.
Where did we leave anything at the armory? Were we waiting on?
Nope,
anything
y'all already
there?
got all that stuff picked up.
Yeah, got John his lightning stuff.
I don't think there was anything I needed to do.
Thoroughly insulted children. Check.
Check.
Okay,
You need to go
good
kick
for
a
them.
homeless kid before
Maybe
you
on
leave.
the way. Maybe we'll see one on the way.
I do have a question. On the way anywhere we're going, are we walking past this random murder scene?
Oh, what the bar?
Is there people?
Yeah, I'm curious to know how, like, outside of game, not Jack's world, like, how. I guess this is a better question for like Tormund. Like, how is he going to be wanting to avoid that area? Like, without him being here, I'm like, I don't want to like get us caught, but also like I don't know better.
Well, let's take a look at. So
Is there
based
are there
on-
talks of a murder? I guess I should say.
Yeah, how well
Yes,
did he clean it up?
He didn't. He stabbed and ran.
Typical Florida man.
He said, "Thanks for translating for me." Die.
Yeah, so technically, technically you might hear some murmurs about it when walking around town, but
But it's nothing that we're looking for either.
yeah.
So
Cool. Okay. Well, let's
But I mean, it's not odd that crime happens, and it always tends to be where these bars are. So
and it wasn't like the shady area, so that kind of makes sense too.
yeah, well, not necessarily the shady area, but it's in the
An alley.
the body was dumped in an alley. So
it's also the Middle Ages.
We
Yeah,
look for
exactly.
fingerprints.
People crap themselves and die. Like
People randomly just split in half. Okay, well, we'll make our way to Umbrella.
Okay. Yep, and she meets you there and has a nice big backpack of her own, ready to go. And it's like, well, y'all ready to get on the road?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Do you need anything do we need to stop anywhere for you before we head out?
Nope, I got all my gear right here.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So, well, yeah. Traveling.
Ooh, travel.
So, it will take. Sorry. I don't know why I'm struggling to do basic fucking math here.
7.
It's Saturday.
There we go. Yeah.
Carry the one.
It's 3 times fucking 5, and I'm having trouble thinking of 15.
Oof.
Because you didn't carry the one. Come on.
He's got one. He's gonna carry the one.
Okay, so it will take 15 days to get to Oakenville.
Sweet.
Let me make some dice rolls.
I think
While
you
we're
need to put it
traveling-
on camera so we can see these and you're not messing these up.
Oh, I haven't even fucking put up the camera, so
Oh.
we will just roll as Ryan.
While we're traveling, can I kind of like keep an eye out for potion making
Mm-hmm.
plants?
Yeah, let me do these rolls first.
'Kay.
Same
Then
thing with
we will do
hunting.
that. Ooh.
Oh no.
I guess I'm like looking for mushrooms. That's all I can assume. Mushrooms and poison ivy. I guess that's what
I
poisons
still
would be.
need to look
Oh.
into the poison making a little bit. I may try to make it poison a little bit simpler, but I still need to look into.
I don't know if I
Oh,
like that he
thanks.
rolled a nat 20.
How many
Pretty good.
rolls is
Pretty
that?
bad.
Okay, that's 5.
It was a nat 20 for painting nails.
So let me just. Okay. Okay, so the way I like to do this, or at least the way that I think I will be doing this from now on, because it's been a while. Let me get the map on screen. So, can y'all see where my mouse is?
Okay, music.
Yes.
Yep.
Or
We can
would
see it.
this be better?
Ooh, that's nice too.
Oh, I like that.
Where is the? Yes. Okay, so y'all are starting here. Each one of these hex tiles is 3 days
Hmm.
to get. So the safest journey, so obviously is here, 1, 2, and then cross into that way.
And where are the reports of the fire coming from?
Down here, close to the magma coast.
Got it.
So, you being from Oakenfell are aware, you know, you do have some volcanic activity over here, but most of it stays more towards the coast. It's starting to actually get closer into the forest, which it's already bad because, you know, lava plus trees equals fire, a city entirely surrounded by forest.
A logging industry
Yeah, a
village.
logging industry town, you know, with
Yeah.
fire. That may not be good. So, we will go ahead and address. So, we will do the first day. Let me get so many screens. Okay. Okay, so we will just say. So, what, first day? So I guess go ahead and make a perception check, Needle.
Ooh.
Just trying to decide how. Or I guess. Yeah, go ahead.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
$15.
Okay. Okay, so we will use this roll for the course of over 3 days. So And I guess we'll do this going forward, but is there any specific kind of reagent you are specifically looking for?
Would I know what's common in the area
Um,
since we've been there before and
yeah.
maybe gone this route
A
before?
lot of it kind of more is kind of some basic. So things that either you could use to replace the gold cost, essentially, or every once in a while you do find some rich mushrooms that do have a kind of a vitality kind of reagent to it.
Okay.
But because I know what we decided is that for potion making, essentially you make a healing potion and then you add an effect based on the reagent. So if you're just looking to do a healing potion, you don't necessarily need a reagent. But if you are like trying to make a conditional healing potion or something, or like a fire potion, fire resistance, those you need actual like reagents.
Okay. Then I'll just focus on finding the basic components that will cut down on the
Gold cost?
costs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and roll for that. So let's say you find enough to be able to, let's see, how much is, okay. So over the first tile, so over the first 3 days, you do find enough to essentially be 80s gold worth of just basic components that can be used instead of gold.
Okay.
Okay, and next was Leopard for hunt. You said you wanted to hunt
Yes.
something. Okay.
What do I need to roll?
Make a perception check.
That was a 22.
Okay. On the second day, let me just get something pulled up. Okay. Let's see. Path or okay, on the second day, as y'all are traveling down the road, you happen to stumble across a nice big elk.
All right. Do I have to do an attack roll?
I mean, if you're hunting, yeah.
Okay. I guess.
So, but the thing is, though, I guess the first thing
Do you do stealth to sneak up on it?
you can, yeah.
Would this help my attack roll at it?
If you are able to sneak up on it, yes.
Okay. A 14?
Fucking use the perception of
A
elk.
elk.
It doesn't
0.
matter to you.
It doesn't?
Nope.
Oh. Okay. I guess I get close enough and I'm going to throw a little hand axe at it.
Okay.
Because that's all I've got that's ranged.
I mean, you could ask your teammates for help if you wanted to.
Do any of y'all have a bow?
I think I still have a bow from my rogue days.
I could just. Actually, I'll stay out of this.
Yeah, you could just blast it with a spell.
I was
What
gonna
is-
say.
I was like, I have Elder's Blast.
I'll let him hunt.
We
it's
don't want
okay.
to ruin the meat. Of course, a hand axe would ruin the meat.
Yep.
Hey,
I mean, if I
it's
get
ga-
it
I was about to
just
say,
right, I
wait
could
a
cook
minute.
I mean, I could remove all blood from it.
On my equipment,
Benefits.
I still have a crossbow and a short bow. I don't know if that's my mistake from not taking that away when I changed classes. I
Either
guess
that
it's
or
a
can hit it
compiler.
in the head. I snuck up on it.
Just pick one of those that you want.
Okay, I'll say I kept the short bow then.
Okay.
So I can give you that, and I have arrows
Alright.
too.
All right, so I gotta sneak away. Let's just say I got it before I went.
Yeah,
out.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
Do,
yeah, I
do
guess
you
it-
want to
okay,
use
I
the
get it.
poison? I have poison you could use.
Ooh, poison dart arrows.
Wait, what was it again? The short bow or was it a crossbow?
Short bow.
Short bow.
Or you
Would
can
you
notice
rather
that,
have a
hey, you have
crossbow?
a spare, or you could say, hey, I have a spare crossbow.
I do have a spare crossbow, and I don't know why I have these things.
Either one works. What has
Okay,
a better
whichever
damage?
one you want.
Crossbow's better damage.
Let's do
Yeah.
crossbow.
Cool. It's a crossbow hand.
A hand
Oh,
crossbow.
it's a hand crossbow.
Yes.
So the short bow might be better.
The short bow, yeah.
It shoots hands.
You cut off hands, put them in fists, and then it launches it.
Alright.
Okay, yeah. So the short bow is 1d6 plus 2, and the crossbow is the same thing, 1d6 plus 2.
Alright, I'm
But
gonna
it would be for Leopard. It
plus
would
3.
be-
Mm,
You have a 3 dex, yeah.
Yep.
But you are trained in it, yeah. So
the range
am.
of the short bow is much further. It's 80
Yeah.
feet, and the crossbow is only
that's
30
usually
feet.
what it is. Is that short bow or bows you can fire quicker and longer, but crossbows tend to be more powerful.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna shoot this elk.
Make an attack roll. You
24
hit.
to hit.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm guessing damage 5.
All right.
Nailed it.
It knocks it. It's pretty hurt, and it begins to run away. You
I
get.
get 2 attack rolls.
Oh yeah, true. You actually do get 2 attacks. So
11
yeah,
hit.
11 hits.
Oh, okay. Additional 5. 10 damage
Okay.
total.
It's still on its last leg, so it begins running away.
So use
Uh,
action search.
Go
This
ahead
is-
if you want
This
to.
is
And,
intense.
15 hits.
It
And
does.
7 damage.
And the elk goes down.
Okay. Now that I've used my action search.
All right. Yep.
Cool. Gonna drag it back to
Camp
the
and-
outskirts of camp and clean it up.
Okay. Let us say.
And give Needle the short bow back. Because I think an elk is good for the amount of time we're
Yep.
or we're traveling.
Well, and like y'all were scourging around, so I assumed is this to actually like do your cooking, or is this just
Yes.
okay? Okay.
Yes.
so-
I will be cooking that night.
Okay. Let's see.
I want to eat the organs.
You do you.
Yep.
Would you like
It-
them sauteed?
If I
No.
eat the
No.
antlers, will I learn one of the attributes to it?
You learn the attributes are hard.
Got 11 herbs and spices. If you want.
I was doing a Skyrim reference. Eat the antlers. Health regeneration. Cool.
Nightshade, you die.
That's how Jax learns all these ingredients. He just actually snacks on them. So, that's poison. Not good.
Okay. So I guess with the meat, so because the elk meat would mainly provide a bonus for your temp HP for the meal.
Gotcha.
Is what
Well-
that meat would do.
Okay. Do I need a roll for that? Or there was different levels of rolling, wasn't there?
There is, but the other thing too is since you're traveling, temporary hit points leave at the end of a long rest. So
Gotcha. So I'll just cook for the travel time, and then the day we arrive into town, I'm gonna
okay.
cook for the temp HP.
So I will say, because of that you just make enough. We'll just go ahead and say you'll have enough for 2 meals once you get that you're
Out of
kind
the-
of preserving. So you'll have enough for 2 meals of elk meat to use for cooking,
Okay.
and
I
then
guess I just have to add this to my notes, right?
Yeah. And then I'd say you probably have about 5 rations of just meat to do with the rest of it that you can do short term.
5 rations, 2 meals. Right?
Yeah, 5 rations, 2 meals. So you can actually add that to your ration count
Okay.
for that. Which, fun fact, I found out apparently 1 day of 1 day's worth of rations is only half a ration pack.
Really?
So every 2 days would technically be a ration. Who knew? But okay. So that is all within the first hex. Second hex. Okay, needle once again. So you're kind of in the same territory still.
Yeah, I'll just keep looking for basic reagents today.
Okay. Roll.
Am I able to look for poison, or are we just holding off on that one till we figure it out?
Oh shit.
I would say let's hold off.
That's fine. I was making sure.
Just because there's a lot more research I need to do into it.
Yeah.
And because I may tweak it a little to where it's like, okay, I need you to look at what poison you're wanting to make. And then we'll just go
Gotcha.
from
Yeah.
Where
That's good with me.
it may be something that we don't necessarily have gathering per se.
Yeah. That's cool with me.
Is there any way to Needle can tell us what she's looking for and she can roll with advantage because she has everybody helping her look for stuff?
Sure.
Nice. I'm looking for
Yeah.
yeah, leaves with
There's some leaves right there on that tree.
pattern and a minty smell, and it grows in clusters and it has yellow flowers.
All right.
You mean just like the picture in this book?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's the
I'm a
one.
visual learner.
Yeah. I start looking in trees.
No, it's on the ground.
Oh. I start looking on the ground.
Your whole face on the ground.
You go ahead and roll another one, and we'll just treat that as advantage.
Okay. A 1. Oh no, 7. Oh, thank God.
Okay. So over the course of the 3 days, you gain 70 gold worth.
Nice. Good job, everybody.
Oh, those flower. Oh, okay.
Now you got it.
Yeah. I found these. They're light green. My bad.
Oh God. Put those down. Don't touch those.
I eat it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is. There it is. Oh God.
You are considered poisoned for the next hour.
God.
I put it in my pocket.
You have one poisonous flower.
Hey, that's
Who
one
knows?
way to look
Maybe
for
good
poison
for
ingredients.
poison making.
Everybody wins.
I'm over here just vomit.
Reminds me of that meme that's like how people figured out which mushrooms are bad for you and not, which ones are good for you. Just trial and error.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly how this is gonna go.
Okay.
I'll make sure it's yellow next time.
Unless there's anything else. That we will move on to the third day.
Is John able to fish at all? Are there any like little ponds?
There has not come. You have not come because right now you're staying more on the road,
Oh, okay.
and you're traveling kind of towards the inner bit of the continent.
Don't
Ah.
mind me. I'm just attuning to my new wand, staff, whatever it is. Staff.
It's a wand for us, but it's a staff for you.
I mean,
I guess
that's
so.
not necessarily wrong. All right, let's do another perception check for the third tile.
Okay. With advantage still?
Yep. Or at least if everyone's helping you still.
I'm watching
Yeah,
out
might
for
as well.
green berries, avoiding them.
All right. Once again, as you're starting to kind of move more into kind of a different terrain because you are about to start hitting the forest, you are noticing a little bit less stuff become available. So it will be only about 30 gold worth. All right. Anyone else want to do anything for that tile? Go, going once, going twice. Sold. Okay. So now we are on the fourth tile. Get something pulled up real quick.
They're kind of evil.
All right. So let's go ahead and I guess get Needles rolls out of the way.
Uh-oh. Out of the way.
Oh gosh.
So I guess is okay. Okay. With the new change of environment, you're able to kind of switch what you're looking for, and you get 80 gold worth.
Dang,
You're doing good.
so much money.
All right.
I didn't even think to ask you, Tyler.
Mhm.
Do I keep the elk skin?
You can.
I figured I would.
Yeah, just add a
But-
elk pelt to your notes.
Okay. I didn't even think to ask.
But along the second day, as you're kind of just looking through and heading through, you as you're coming across around the curve of a hillside, you do see another traveler walking on the road. This time though the opposite way, so headed back to Cordelia, that direction at least. And for some reason, John, you have a kind of a scratchy feeling in the back of your head.
Premonition. Okay.
Hey, random person.
Oh, hello. How are
Where
you?
you? Oh, we're heading to Oakenfell. Where are you going from?
Ah, I actually was just coming from there. Did some shopping in Oakenville. I'm actually headed back to my town on the coast.
Oh, where are you from?
Oh, it's a small little village named Greenwich. It's yes, the closest town would be Saltmarsh.
Oh, I know Saltmarsh. That's a good place. It's better now.
I've heard, unfortunately, bad rumors about what's going on up there right now. So that's why I'm headed back home.
Well, how was Oakenfell? Was it how's it looking? I heard some strange rumors about that place too.
Me too, and I only went there recently, but it seems like everything's in running order. So I don't know if those rumors were true and just things have been resolved, or if there weren't rumors at all.
Maybe the same could be said about Saltmarsh. Who knows?
Who knows? And based by his attire, he's kind of more in some like basic traveling robes. He does have a staff that is not necessarily ornate, but it is nicer than just like what you would consider like a walking stick almost.
Do I what's your name? I'm Carl.
Oh, I put the wrong fucking thing. Ah, yes. My name is John.
Great to meet you, John.
And yeah, it's like, what's the rest of
Interesting
y'all's
name.
name? And as he looks at John,
Uh-huh.
he just kind of like stops and freezes.
Everything okay, John?
I don't know. Is everything okay, John?
How
Are
do
you
you know
talking to
his
me?
name's
As
John?
as he's looking at you.
I look at
How do you know
our
his
John.
name?
You know him?
I'm sorry, I don't think I've met you before, but we have the same name.
We do. And
Wait, how
It's
did you
not very unique.
Are you also a wizard by chance?
I am. And I can see you actually have a nice class of dress. That is
Right.
very uncommon.
Thank you very much. I try to dress my best.
Wizard battle. Wizard
So tell me, how did you know my name? I don't believe we've met.
Oh, we have met long time ago.
Very sus.
Oh, and when was this? My
About-
memory seems to be a bit hazy.
Oh, when did that place burn down? About maybe 5 years ago.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific because I don't have any recollection of meeting you.
Well, last time I met you, you weren't on table, so that makes sense.
You were on.
Mm. John, I'm going to need you to be a little bit less vague. What do you mean he was on a table?
Were you trying to eat John? I will hurt you if you were.
No. It's
Nice sneak away from the conversation and climb a tree.
yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
So stealthy.
Can I be like walking around just like distracting him from her?
No, he's very aware of what's going. Of
Damn. Okay. I'll just
well,
regular
of just
one.
he's on alert.
Okay. 15.
Okay.
On a table, you say? Well, this table
So
happened to
you
have been
you
in a
start
random.
sneaking off, but you catch him like glinting an eye
Damn it.
right on you.
I guess
Would
I'll
this-
stay then.
Table happened to have been in a tower in the middle of nowhere.
It was until some ruffians decided that they wanted to burn down the tower. It's interesting to see that, when I didn't decide to go back, but it seems that you made it out unscathed. You're
I take
developing
it-
your own
I take it
personality.
you had something to do with my creation. I'm gonna point my wand at him. Tell me everything you know.
I want to ready my hammer and kind of intimidate him, I guess.
Well, I figured this would come. Eventually. But I feel like maybe I need to reassess a few things. And I'm gonna press pause real quick
Okay.
because I need to look up something that I was not expecting this to happen this soon.
Okay.
You didn't expect us to be hostile to somebody named John?
No,
Or
I
us just to
wasn't
be hostile?
I wasn't expecting to roll a natural 20 on the map.
Oh.
Because that was what this whole thing was. It was a okay. Yeah, because it was more a hey, this will happen if I rolled this.
Makes sense.
And every time we've been traveling, we didn't get a 20. Gotcha.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Sensing that there is hostile action, or at least hostile intent. Okay. Let me do something real quick.
Improv.
Yep, improv have to make an encounter.
Oh. Oh my.
Okay. Because with the way things are, it looks like he is preparing himself to try to escape. So I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative. And this is not necessarily beginning of combat. This is more like a high stress moment. So trying to keep everyone's actions in a turn order.
Yeah.
I
That makes-
thought we were just role playing today.
I thought we were too. Apparently not.
There was a 1 in 20 chance.
I wasn't
we
prepared for
were
this
not.
confrontation.
He wasn't ready.
Okay, I think I'm still waiting on Jax's roll.
Do I need to pull up
Oh.
a character sheet for Norman?
The other people.
No.
What about Umbrella? She's on our team, right? She's on our
She
side.
is.
Oh, I guess we're not fighting, he said. So
Yeah. Yeah, this is more of a high stress thing. So this is more for
But if he's escaping with magic, does she know anything to like, stop that?
you don't know if he's escaping with magic.
That's fair.
That's yeah.
His name's John, I
Out of
assume.
game, you know he's going to try to evade.
And right now she's distracted looking at flowers.
Don't eat the green ones.
Umbrella!
What? I've never been out before.
Don't eat the green ones.
She doesn't get out often.
R2, keep her safe.
But you actually look, and as she's looking, there is a site now that like this has all been revealed. There is a site of recognition from Arola.
What does that mean?
Did we long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, sorry, you don't have your accent shirt.
Elk hunting, ha ha ha.
We have long rested since I shot the elk, though.
Yes.
Okay.
The elf that took 3 shots took an accent shirt. It was a sturdy elk.
But
I'm just letting John keep this. This is John's business, so I'm like waiting for John's cue if I need to do
now that I
anything.
got all that set up, let's go back in.
Okay.
Time in. But so you just threatened with your wand to tell you everything.
Don't be coy with me. Just tell me what you know. Is John short for Jonathan Acheron? Was that his name? Yeah.
So you have been looking for me. Interesting.
Well, I've heard rumblings about a name, and when I don't remember who I am, your name has come up a couple times. Someone doing magical experiments on creatures.
Yes.
There's only
yes,
so many leads that go on.
Yes, that was some time ago. But got tired of it. Kept getting chased for it, so. But you never knew my experiment would come and find me.
Are there others like me, or am I the only one?
Well, were there other experiments? Yes, but you seem the first to have developed a will of their own. The others were kind of more puppets per se, but maybe something with the tower and those interrupting the experiment maybe did something. That's
As he talks, I want to lower my wand, so I'm not like threatening him.
it's quite curious.
What was the point of making me?
Well, it wasn't necessarily making you per se, for you already existed. It was more to prolong my experiments to prolong my own life. I mean, if you've already looked into me, you've already probably heard into my work of soul transference magic.
Soul transfer. Does
And-
that mean?
And as that comes to mind, for the rest of y'all, you remember your encounter with in the Warforged facility.
Where Leopard lost his body for a
Orb
minute.
that took my soul.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that thought kind of flashes in your head.
Nerd.
But I'm hearing all this news about Warforged have been quite interesting. So, I mean,
Have you been helping them?
a little bit. Oh no. It's just.
You just gave them your technology.
What do you mean? The technology's been around for ages. It's a lost technology. In fact, that. Oh well, might as well explain everything anyways. But
Yes, please
all
do.
I going to Saltmarsh was to get my hands on some of these Warforged. Trying to expand my repertoire and seeing how one experiment made a interesting collection. Maybe I'll need to do some more experiments. But look at the time. Day's already gone by. And it's starting to get late, so if you'll excuse me, please. And he begins to walk away.
Before you go,
Granted, he's walking towards you more because y'all kind of stopped about like 15
Yeah.
away or so. So y'all are having a. So he's just begins walking to start head back north.
Before you go, I'd like to arrange for us to meet again sometime so I can get the full story.
Hmm. Well. You know what? When I am ready to have a conversation, I will reach out to you. Seeing how I am considered one of the most wanted wizards on the continent right now, I don't really feel like dishing out locations yet. But I will want to talk to you in time as well. But when I'm ready for it.
And how long do you think it will be before you are ready?
Well, I don't know. Let's see how this Warforged business turns out. But I will go ahead and be on my way. Begins walking.
Are we letting him go, John?
Yeah, I just look at John. I step out of the way and just let John make the call.
I don't want to fight him. I have too many questions.
Alright.
And with that, the wizard known as John Ackerman.
Is it Ackerman or
Or-
Acheron?
Acheron, my bad.
Mikasa.
Words not work goodly. But he will meet or you have met your so-called creator.
Fantastic.
That was trippy.
Are you okay, John?
Yes, I just, hadn't given it much thought. And then suddenly, just on the road, you meet the person who's created you. I just wasn't ready. Plus, I could sense that probably if we attacked him, we'd get wiped out. So best to just let him go.
Yes, there is a reason why he has not been caught. He was one of the most skilled mages even when I joined the academy.
What do you know about him?
Not too much, since pretty much the academy has tried to remove his existence because of the experiments he did. So, only those who have been at the academy for when he was there.
Do y'all think he's been successful with his like soul thing he was trying to do with you?
Well, obviously, some part of his experiment worked, but I don't know if I was the end game.
But
Perhaps we
Or
should
he's
just be
still
on our way.
searching
Well,
for an answer to.
It's not difficult. I could tell that he was. And this is Abrola talking. That it's like he wasn't giving off his true appearance. I could sense there was some
he's like me?
illusion. No, he was giving off some of it, kind of what you do, but it was illusion magic. So, granted, there's not many people this age that would actually recognize him by his original look. So. Yeah, but it is interesting to know that you're connected to him, whether you want to or not.
Well, we know
Oh.
unless he lied, we know where he's going, possibly, or where he's from.
Should we follow him now and bail on what we were doing?
No.
We have some sort of a lead.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I say we let him go. It's a bit of.
If you noticed in
Bit
his
much.
voice, he had no. He is very aware of his abilities, I should say.
He has no doubt. He walked right through us for a reason. He wasn't afraid.
Let's just keep going.
I'm curious to know why what he was doing in Oakenfell, and who he was doing business with.
Maybe we can ask around a little bit when we get there to see if anybody talked to him.
If he gave out his real name.
Yeah, or if he's changing his appearance.
We at least we know what he may have looked like.
Yeah.
He had no reason to lie to us up until the point he saw you. He probably used the same identity up until then. At this point, he might change now.
Probably. But we could ask around when we get to Oakenfeld. See if anybody talked to him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go, I guess.
Continue the day then. So, this will conclude that hex tile. Hang on a second.
It's an eventful hex tile.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to happen so soon.
I wasn't expecting to just meet him on the road.
I think all of us were just like caught off guard in general. Just like, what do we do? Like we've never just run.
Character on a dice roll? No way.
We just ran into a main backstory character. What do we do? This is how we're supposed to find you.
I guess it makes it more genuine with the reaction.
Oh, for sure.
So, with this last tile, because Oakenfell's kind of in the dead middle of the tile, it's only going to take about a day and a half to get there.
Are we seeing like smoke and anything like that?
No, you're still in the major thicket of the woods, so it's actually kind of hard to see. Like, you just get like trickles of sunlight through, but no indication of a fire or anything. But you're
Okay.
also coming in from the forest that's on the northern side, not necessarily the southern side where the
Magma is.
yeah, we're just closer to the magma coast.
Okay.
So unless they want, does Needle want to do a 1 day of searching?
Sure. Can I look for
you don't have-
like vitality reagents this time?
Yeah.
Same roll.
Yep, same rule.
Are you guys gonna help me?
Yeah, I'll help.
No.
Always.
Ooh, wow, 22.
Yep. You do find some. Alright, you find 3 vitality reagents. And with that, we will say that you get to Oakenfell towards towards right around sunset on the second day. Yep, we will just pick up right when getting into Oakenfell.
So we killed John.
I need to put my music back.
What?
The other John. Did it all off recording. Saved the day.
Down some. Okay, but yep. So, and this is I believe this is actually your first time back from to Oakenfell since the whole revolt and everything.
Yes.
And
Since
that
the
has been
the
resolved.
candy store exploded, and the chain monster dude.
So, you all are actually pleasantly surprised with the fact that it looks like a up and running town again. And it's been, I guess, technically about a month and a half or so since y'all last been here. Actually, let's see, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Actually, yeah. So it would have been about a month and a half. So when it's the town's all in a nice neat buzz. The town square is bustling. What used to be bloodstained buildings and broken windows have now all been fixed up.
And parents on spikes.
Yeah, that too. Now there's nice roses and flowers along the manor wall.
Huh, this is a nice change. This looks
Yeah, I like
familiar.
what they did with the place.
This looks how it used to be. I like
And one
this.
thing that you recognize that Jax is that mainly while the town has been restored, the manor house is the one that has had the least amount. You can still see broken windows and stuff like that.
I'm oddly happy to see that we're taking care of the town before ourselves first. That's what I expected from my brother and what I would have wanted.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
do y'all
so
want to
it's
go to the candy store that exploded? See if they rebuilt it. It's a really good candy. I promise there hopefully won't be a bomb in there this time.
Let's send Tormund in first.
It's fair. Don't kick the door. It swings open.
And Abrola actually kind of looks around too. It's like, wow, this is a really nice town.
Thank you. This is where I'm from.
Oh, very nice, very peaceful.
See that big broken down house up there? That's his house.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
It's true.
A
Nice
little
to
bit
see
of a
the.
fixer-upper.
We're trying to flip it.
Hey, but it says a lot for seeing the town prosper, and not necessarily all the attention is focused on the main, like one central building.
Yeah.
See that a lot in whatchamacallit, in Cordelia. Granted, there's multiple buildings like that, but it is nice to see. So where are we staying?
We're staying up there.
Already.
Let's go check in
That way-
with my brother.
Now y'all said y'all had a job you'd need to take care of before we headed to the facility, correct?
There is an issue of a fire creeping closer and closer to the forest, but I was going to get some more information from my brother and see if he has anything. The magma coast is creeping closer and closer in.
Fair enough. Yeah, if we can just find a place to set up shop here, I can work on some field studies and stuff. And who knows? It's about time I had a good vacation.
Yeah, you can use my room. Come on.
All right.
I'm not sure how the rest of the rooms, but we do have like a laboratory and things like that you could definitely use if it's in good condition. We'll take a
Personal
look.
experiments, maybe.
Well, nothing dark, but yeah. Well, I don't know. My dad was kind of crazy, but it's okay.
Oh yeah. That's all I need. Just more crazy.
Oh, don't worry. You won't have to deal with him. He was on a pike last time we saw him.
And then it's like, oh, how that? And she kind of gives you like this concerned look.
Yeah, we can unpack that later. It's
Yeah.
yeah. It's just me and my brother and maybe my sister, allegedly. We're not sure.
Well, let's go. Trying to change the subject.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so y'all head up to the manor, and you can see there is construction kind of being done on the outskirts. Mainly, it kind of looks more of trying to get the outside, not necessarily like best looking. It's definitely taking a more of practical rather than what's the phrasing? Practical, not fashionable, or something with that.
I'm not
I
sure.
can't remember. But
Say that again.
it's like practical, not fashionable or something, or I think it's the other way around. It's like it's something I can't remember. essentially he's making it. It looks like the construction is being done to like seal the holes, make sure it's a working shelter, rather than making it look like the grand manor of the town.
Yeah.
Practical.
Yeah. Did I just overcomplicate it a lot
Yeah.
in my words? I thought so.
Not at all, DM.
You guys, I talk a lot for a living. It fucking sucks.
Same.
Words are hard. But so y'all approach and you'll notice that the doors are kind of wide open, just a lot of people running around and mixture of people doing construction as well as some people just kind of coming in. As you enter in, you do have the habit of looking up uh, to a pleasant view of seeing an actual ceiling this time. You know, not a dark void of thousands and thousands of chains hanging down like last time you were here.
That's a nice
Oh,
change.
lovely. I love it.
I love what
But-
you've done with the place.
Thank you.
And
Dart! Where are
as
you?
that
Kind
hap-
of, like, rung
So
a
you're-
doorbell and-
you're yelling out, and it's like,
Hello?
and then out of the corner, oh, Master Jax, you've arrived back.
Yes,
And
real
you-
quick
you-
things.
You don't necessarily recognize the person, but seeing how they're addressing you and assuming that, you know, all the former staff was killed,
Yeah.
that probably your brother has gotten some new staff to.
You know who I am. What is your name?
Collinsworth, at your service, sir.
Collinsworth. Oh, thank you so much. Is my brother busy at the moment?
I believe he's currently in a meeting with the Carpenters Guild, but that should be
Oh.
wrapping up any minute now.
Wonderful.
But he's over in the office. But I was instructed that if you and your group of friends if they were ever to show up, that I was to escort you to the rooms to get prepared for you, and
Yes.
at least get you established until he is available.
Well, thank you very much. And then, how is the laboratory looking right now? Is it? Have you done anything in there yet?
It's still pretty rough. Also, with kind of all the that would be blunt, dark, and creepy shit
Yeah, absolutely.
that happened recently. The your brother has asked that to kind of keep it sealed until it can be thoroughly cleansed. I believe he actually asked for some of the request assistance from some priests from the Temple of Pelor to come and just make sure to kind of cleanse the area. You know, make sure nothing evil still remains in there.
That's
or
a great
to
plan.
take care of any artifacts that should not be in people's hands.
Great plan. Well, on that note, is there a place that we could set her up just so she could have like her little private space for her experiments and things like that? My brother is aware of what we're looking into, so it's he's not.
Yes,
I'd be surprised.
Most of the stuff in the trophy room has been cleared out. We can set her up there to be
Oh.
more of a. Or wait, actually, hang on, I got to. Oh, I gotta pull out the map that was made for the dungeon. Give me a moment.
The trophy room is really nice. We found some interesting stuff down there.
I
You
can't
might like
remember
it.
though if the trophy room is right outside the office. So let's see. Nope. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, we could actually set you up in the lounge over on this way, and he turns to the opposite side of where you remember the trophy room was.
Mm.
But yeah, we could set her up in the lounge right outside the dining room, and that could be where she sets up. I do ask that if she is not in there working on stuff, that she may want to keep things packed, as we do have a lot of people moving in and out of the dining room. Has become more of a big meeting hall.
Understood.
Or
How's that sound for you? Would that work for you?
oh yes, that's fine. Actually, in fact, like I just brought a few things, but if it's gonna be in the way, I brought some simple stuff like books and stuff to read, not necessarily experiment stuff. So I can just find a way to kind of stay out of trouble.
Well, it's your space. Use it as you would like. If you wanted to do what you need to, I understand. Yeah, the lounge would work perfect. Thank you.
Okay, yes, I'll get that cleared up. Start getting that cleared up for you. Um, and it actually is roughly about dinner time. Like I said, the dining room is still used for dining, but it does have meetings. So, once I escort you up and get the room situated, we can get a hot meal for you, and we can go from there.
Perfect.
Okay. So he leads you up, and once again, what rooms were demolished originally have been repaired and kind of restored. Not necessarily to the nicest quality, but they're at least functioning shelters.
They have a roof now.
Yeah. And so, if you want, let's see, because Dax still stays in the master room. There are
Dart.
6 bedrooms up there for you. So there are,
Y'all just
there's
pick
7 people.
pick a room wherever y'all want to stay. That one's mine. That one's my brother's. The rest of them are for a game.
I
As
want
like
the room with the most windows.
Oh, that's a good one. That'll be this one down the hall. That was my little brother's room. Just
I don't care. Goodbye.
and I get sad just thinking about like my little brother, my baby brother.
Well, funny
I want to go
enough,
sit in the windowsill
funny
like
enough,
that.
the 2 rooms that have the most windows are actually yours and Dart's old rooms.
Oh, knowing that, I don't tell her. I point her to the third room.
Yeah, whichever one is, yeah.
I'm like, I point her to the room that she's gonna have. She can't have my room.
Yeah, yours and Stella's room were right next to each other's, and then there were 3 rooms, next to each other for Kayla and Luna, and Dart. Dart had the exterior. But so I guess the question is, who wants to bunk up with Abrola, or at least share a room for storage purposes and stuff like that?
I can share a room with whoever, because I have my own bed.
Let's say if it's a problem, I can just do my hut outside or in the middle.
Well, there is a lot like lodge rooms, so technically you could just put, yeah, actually,
John just makes the hut and goes into it.
okay.
I
There we
have
go,
my
so-
own bed.
I need to be alone
comes
to
along
think.
with me all the time.
Yeah, we're like we'll just do our own thing real quick. I go to my room. I'm like, I love y'all. Don't want to share a room in my own house.
And as you cast the hut, Collinsworth goes up and is like, "Oh, we can actually provide if you would just prefer. We can get some curtains to line the wall so you can have your own private space. I know sometimes those type of things, or as he points to the hut, it's like take vital magic energy. So we can arrange that if you would like. Oh wait, it's a ritual spell, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, he still says that, but he has now. It's like, oh, but I know that may not necessarily be needed, but we can throw that offer out if needed.
That's all right.
All right. So, and especially for you, Jax, you can actually tell that while it is cleaned up, there are still like sword marks, axe marks, kind of into the walls, and
I still see carnage.
still
I
see-
just see flashbacks of what I left. Like it might be clean, but I still remember it.
mhm. And actually, with that, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh goodness.
Okay. You kind of, when these memories are kind of flashing back, you do get a like involuntary feeling of anger, but then it resides.
I appreciate it.
It passes as quickly as it comes.
I remember. I'm still upset by it too, but there are some things we have to move past, but not forget. I will not forget. I kind of muttered to myself, like while like holding the sword, like I won't forget. And then I go lay on my bed and cry. Oh wait, it's dinner time. Never mind, I'm gonna get food.
Cry
Cry
out.
into my
Basically, how my normal life is. Wait, food.
Okay. Hands on. Just adding some notes real quick.
I knock on Leopard's shell. Food is ready.
What kind of food?
Good food.
Honestly, it smells really good. Who knows?
Is it cabbage?
There
There's
can be.
cabbage in it.
Oh wait, I'm in.
We can cook up your elk if you want to. Just let the chef know.
Oh yeah. Well, I can cook it.
Okay, what is Jax's last name?
I didn't mean to cook when we came in.
Oh,
I'm gonna have a spreadsheet right or Google Doc right here.
Quintero.
Okay, yep, got it. Okay, so it turns out that the evening meal is a nice peppery beef stew.
Yum.
With
veggies.
cabbage? Oh.
And a salad on the side, if you want it.
I told them no peanuts, so don't worry.
I don't know where you're getting that I'm allergic to peanuts.
I just look at Needle and I go, whatever. We
I
know.
give him like a little head nod, like yeah, you did good, man. You did good. Watching out for him.
I'm just gonna take my bowl and slowly walk away, bumping into everybody that's behind me.
Oop, oop. But around this time, like after you've gotten your meals and sat down, the door to the hallway opens up and Dart actually comes walking out. It's like, ah, finally.
Glad you could finally make it. Wow.
Well, it turns out it takes a lot to run a recovering town.
Or you still want to say hi to your brother. I get it.
Your only living relative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, you Needle. Exactly.
Fine, and he over and comes and gives you a big hug, even though he knows you hate it. Here.
Jackson,
I give him a hug back, just knowing like I don't have any more family left. Like I need to appreciate this. I give him like a slat, like a little hug, like still warm.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to it from like Leopard, so I'm like
I
hugs
then wanna
aren't
go
the
and
worst.
hug both of them and pick them up.
Hey,
Just smash
Leopard,
them
how you
together.
doing?
Thanks, buddy.
You keeping this guy, my brother out of trouble?
Yep, making sure he gives you a real hug.
He is a very good
At least someone
influence.
appreciates it.
You'd be proud. I do. I do accept his hugs more often now.
Good.
Accept hugs? People have
Yes.
to accept them?
I was not the most touchy-feely person growing up. Did not enjoy the act of hugs, but you have worn me down.
I thought everybody loved hugs.
Nita loves hugs.
Nope. Nope.
I have to question life now. I thought everybody liked hugs, and I want to walk away pondering.
It's okay. We still love you, though. Speaking of siblings, though, any news?
So, based on what I told you, and as he actually like sits down and gets a pot of stew for himself.
Sorry to start on a hard conversation, but that's the last thing we spoke
Nope.
about, and it's been on my mind. If we've heard anything
Oh.
about her.
I figured that's why you're here. So,
Oh no,
But,
we're here for something else, but we'll talk about it later.
okay.
Wow.
But or as the cleanup process was going on, we went into all their rooms, and in it's Leah, right? Yeah, or no, Luna.
For some reason, all my notes have been deleted, so I'm trying to figure out where they are.
Yeah, I'm having to look at like my actual like private.
Yeah, Luna. There it is. I got it.
We found in Luna's old journal, and you know, a lot of times, I guess pretty soon, Dad was planning on taking her and Stella on a trip to Draconia, and they did mention her excitement for it and looking forward to the new culture, everything like that. So I figure, why not? Why not investigate? Have someone go there and look for him.
How would she have gotten that far?
I mean, Luna was pretty dexterous. If she found her way enough coin to get a one-way boat trip to Draconia.
That's true. She had a way of getting what she wants. She could convince you to do anything. That's true. She's a way of talking
Silver tongue
you
as
into.
well.
Yeah, she got that from Mom. Well, at least she's not on this continent. Like, I guess that's a good thing. This one's going to shit, but I hope she's safe.
Yep, and I feel like once things have calmed down here, maybe we can try and reach out to her better.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this and what you were telling me about the whole, or the news I've been hearing about, like this whole Warforged thing.
Yeah,
Maybe best that she stays there until things get calmed down.
Yeah. I mean, I hate the thought that she thinks she's alone in the world now. I want her to know her brothers are still here.
Yep. But I did hire an investigator to try and search, but to keep distance from her. Don't necessarily.
Yeah.
Because no telling, especially if she still thinks that she's being hunted.
Absolutely.
Take precautions to make sure that, you know, she doesn't leave. But it does, I mean, it does help that if she possibly has the bracers, we do have a way to track her, possibly. Once we got someone over there. Because I've been told there are spells to locate objects, so they have a limited range, but supposedly they can help track things down pretty accurately, as long as you're within range. So
that'll be nice to get any information on her.
yep. So I'll keep you in the loop.
I appreciate that. On a line, I love what you've done with the place. The city looks fantastic.
Well, thanks. Yeah, Not until I realized how much Father was really holding back on funds for the town that, after all this, I felt like our family owed the town much more than what we did in the past. So,
I guess it in the end might have worked out that he held a little back. We were able to rebuild easier.
hmm but yeah, the lumber yards are still back up and running, so that's getting back in. Trades resumed, so we're getting much more money in, and yeah, it's been fairly smooth sailing. We've had the odds and end troubles of, once turning it back into a town of order when everything was chaos, but we're doing well. We've even started getting a militia built back up again. Though we've had some odd cases, so we've been kind of seeing if the Adventurers Guild can help out with that a little more.
What's going on? What do you mean?
There have been traces of uh, more volcanic activity in the south, getting closer to the forest.
Actually, that is why we're here. The Adventurers Guild
Oh.
sent us for that.
Interesting. That works out perfect then.
It does.
So-
But you have no information on what's going on with it, with the magma coast, why
We-
it's creeping closer.
We have evidence that it is a creature that is moving more towards the forest to gather its food supply.
Any
Yes, there's-
descriptions or anything? Has anybody actually seen it?
No one's actually seen it yet. The good news is it makes a trail,
Okay.
because we were a bit worried that, dragon set up shot in the volcano or on the coast, which would mean that we have bigger worries. But it has footprints and a kind of like snake-like body. At least based on the tracks that we have found.
I kind of. Is there such thing as like a? We fought something similar. It's called a Bahir, but it was a lightning one. Is there such thing as like a fire one? It had a snake-like body and had legs.
No, I have not heard of. I've heard of the Bahir, but I've not heard of this one. And plus, it almost seems like it's a very. Was the Bahir like a long, thin body, or was it like a wide body?
It was long and not thin, but not thick. I'd
Well,
say it
for
was.
for a large creature. would
Yeah, it
you
was pretty
describe it
thin
as
then.
thin? Okay, yeah, because this is large,
Oh,
and it along with the trail, there's scorch marks everywhere, especially right where it looks like its body drags. But this is where I would open the opportunity. Who has the Beast book?
Me.
So, with the
Bring it up for me.
descriptors, you have two options. As your late night activity, or like as your like activity for the long rest, you
Mhm.
can spend time in the book researching to get this information. Or if you roll a check now, or here, let me think of the better way to phrase this. You can roll for a quick check now to get it in a shorter amount of time. Otherwise, you'll need to spend your long rest to research based on the details. If
Can I
that
do
makes sense.
both?
You can do both. It's more of here's your roll attempt to get it. If you don't get it, then you'll need to spend your long rest to do it.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That
cool.
makes sense?
Yeah. Let's try it.
Okay.
I'm feeling lucky.
So you're kind of scooting through. So go ahead and roll a nature check. I can't remember if Did I say that the book gives advantage? Or not?
It makes sense
I think
too,
you
since
just said
since she
we
has
looked
the.
through it and found it last time.
Okay.
What?
I think you just like gave us the answer last time. Using the book and knowing this knowledge, we found it was Behir.
Okay.
You didn't give us a roll for it, I don't think.
I also
Okay,
think we
yeah.
knew it was a Behir though before.
Yeah, because you last time you knew it was a Behir, you were researching the specific mechanics
Yeah.
of it. So that's why I told you directly.
Yeah.
The this time though you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Fire, snake, legs, trail.
So essentially, yeah, you're looking through those attributes. So I have determined a DC. And I would almost say that because it's a creature, you only have few details. That even with the book, it's just going to be a normal nature check.
All right.
If someone looks over her shoulder.
Got a nat 1. So I gotta
No,
say,
that's a giant weasel. We already fought those. We already know about those.
See, you kind of get distracted too, because like, oh, what's this? Ooh, bird. And it's like, oh
Bird out the
wait, no,
window.
gotta get ooh, bird.
Just raw
So
giant
you're
fish.
seeing all the different birds, and then at one point even R4, because are you still keeping R4 in the bird form?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, even at one point he kind of pops up and is like bird.
Gonna do like the thing when cats see birds out the window when they like do like the chirping, like.
We just see
yeah.
you doing this, and we'll look
Everyone
into
kind
it.
of just looks at
Focused.
you know it's like okay. But those are all the details we have.
Oh.
Really, so that's why we're.
All right,
being
I'll
formal with
research
this.
this tonight.
Would we have like a library that she could also research in as well?
I can look to see if there's any old reports of this. Well, we know a little bit. We know of the Magma Coast. Usually, we try to stay away from and do far observations. So, I mean, we know it has. We've seen the occasional fire elemental and stuff in that region, but this just seems. This is not just something that's pure elemental, I guess, would be the way to say it.
Yeah. That's interesting.
But I'll scurry through notes around the region, just see if I can find anything for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You mentioned we started doing trade. What is? Are we trading with the regions, individuals?
Yeah, the lumber trade is back on. Surely it's reduced, but everyone has a. There's a reason why Oakenfell's oak is the best. So. Just normal projects.
Oakenfell wood. It's A-OK. You know what they say.
But yeah, I've been making sure to not take from some of Father's former clients that seem to have paid him in less than legal deals. I mean, there is a reason why Father's collection was so big.
That is true. But it did actually benefit us slightly, so.
Yep. I just have a feeling that some of them are not too pleased, so. Been starting to pick back up on some self-training a bit.
Smart. We don't need another incident.
Yep. Well, and that's why we got the militia going too. And hopefully, the militia of the people will, especially with us prospering now, or at least on the start of it.
We're getting there. Well, is there anything you need help with before we start our research?
Got things pretty settled here. If I'm not available, just talk to Collinsworth. He's pretty up to date with my schedule, so
Yes.
it's odd having an attendant, really.
It was weird seeing a new face around here, but it was nice.
Yep. But he comes from a good family too, so one that father never trusted because they were too good. But
Father didn't
not
trust
doing-
them, then I'll trust him.
Yep.
He must be. If he's a good guy, Dad wouldn't like him.
Exactly. But so, how long do you think you pretty much gonna head out tomorrow, or?
Well, I think Needle's going to look into this, see what we can. We'll look into the library, see what information we can. But yeah, we want to take care of that as soon as possible, especially if it's getting too close to the forest. We don't want our main source of income going up in smoke, literally.
Exactly.
But we're in town for a little bit, but not for the long time. Not for a long time.
Y'all are welcome to stay here as long as you need or as long as you want. I'm sure Collinsworth's already got the room set up for you, so. Fortunately, I got to cut this meal short. I have one last meeting today, but I'm free after.
Well,
So.
if we need you, we will find you.
Will do. He gets up and finishes off the bowl. And takes it to the kitchen and heads out then.
I look around the group and just see what everyone's planned. What do we want to knock out next?
Well, Ryan and Torment are going to bed.
Yeah, they're very tired.
I'm gonna go up to my room too and start researching this creature.
I guess I'll go to the library and see what I can find out. Kind of doing my research in the library, trying to help out as well. See if there's any notes about the region and specifically the Magma Coast. There's just being it so close. I'm sure somebody has a note of something, maybe not exactly, but clues or like a history of this.
Yeah.
I'm hoping at least.
Okay, so you're going to the library. Needle's researching the book.
I will be meal prepping the breakfast for tomorrow.
Elk and eggs.
Yeah. Elk steaks and eggs. That sounds pretty good.
It kind of does actually.
So to keep in mind, so you're able to still keep the elk. It's going to take another 2 days before you can get to the Magma Coast.
Okay,
Actually,
so
let's see.
I need to wait.
So yeah, 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
Got
Well,
it.
I'll meal prep it to have it prepared so I can cook it on the road.
Okay. Yep.
Well, I've got the herbs and spices here.
All 12.
I thought it was 11.
There's an additional one. Love.
Oh, I thought you were saying anthrax.
Leopard cooks with love only. It's his secret ingredient.
Oh,
Oh, John, is there anything you want to do?
No. Not right now.
Well, I will stand up and go to the library.
All right. So we will. Are you wanting to do this as like your long rest activity, or are you wanting to make a roll on it?
I can do it as my long rest activity. I want to get as much information as we can. I want to really deep dive into the research and the history
So
and.
we'll just say this would be kind of roughly 4 hours, so this will be before you go to bed.
Okay.
But you spend the rest of the night researching. You do find some details about the the magma coast that most people have stayed away from it. The odd occasion you've seen of things that live in the magma coast, mainly seeing fire elementals are the key ones that kind of move around. You've seen some mephits, which are kind of like imps
Okay.
almost. That just because with the volcanic activity, there is a strong connection to the fire elemental plane.
Oh.
So, and that's typically the way to kind of think about it, along with the planet. Just any of these regions with volcanic activity tend to have a stronger connection to the fire plane.
Okay. As I'm finding this out, I'll just kind of like point it out to Needle and be like, "Hey, I found this. Hey, I found this. Anything to help her give clues to help narrow her investigation down?"
Some things that sound closer to the description, but you find out there are fire snakes.
Oh, it's an actual
which,
thing.
if they grow up large enough, they become salamanders.
Oh.
Also, that it's been rumored, but no confirmation, that a type of people called the fire newts tend to live in area with volcanic activity.
But did they get
Turn
that
into a
large?
newt.
No, though they're more of like a humanoid,
Oh.
or at least rumored to be more of a humanoid type of race. And
Okay.
then
They sound
eventually
cute.
kind of learning this down, you in combination with Needle, you do find a article of something that is even described as larger than a salamander,
Oh.
a flame salamander.
Don't say
called-
dragon.
Oh, but let me.
A red dragon.
Nope. Something called the Texalotl.
That's so cute.
And you get a rough sketch of what it looks like.
Hmm.
Though, unfortunately, its capabilities are unknown.
Ooh.
But
What's it called?
a Texalotl.
Oh. We're getting something on Discord.
I get you.
That's
Get
kind
it?
of how I pictured it, but not as creepy. It's cuter. Okay.
Because the article specifically describes that first its thoughts are it was someone was observing a salamander,
Mm-hmm.
and then they saw this thing come and eat it in the lava.
Oh, it ate the salamander.
Yes.
Does it talk about what else they eat?
No, because the person mentioned the fact that they were scared for their fucking life and ran after it disappeared.
Well, I'll mention that to Needle too. I'll be like, hey, I mean, it's big, it's got legs, it's fire.
Big legs, fire.
So,
Yeah.
so with this being an unknown creature, instead of diving into the fight when you first get there, if you want to, you can take some time to make observations and try to track the creature down and observe it, essentially, instead of just straight up fighting it, to allow you to possibly find out weaknesses.
Now we'll just dive head first, you know.
I mean, up to you.
We got the
You
with the
have that
canteen of
option.
water.
Endless water, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just we'll just flood them with our get out the canteen.
Bad boy up.
I have to ask.
Mhm.
If we do hit it with water, does it like solidify like rock? And then we
Ooh.
can just like cut
Obsidian.
the pieces off.
I was thinking it would just turn into
Find out.
steam.
We
Or
need
in
water.
famous words, you can certainly try.
Just pour
mean-
water down its throat.
We have the decanter of water.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. We're like, we'll just flood him. It's fine.
Eh,
What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't affect him. Okay. Well, I guess
But
those are the research I'm finding out.
Your target.
Do I need to roll anything for
Nope.
researching in the book?
Nope.
Okay.
With Jax's records and everything like that, you were able to, and it takes less time too. So
Nice.
I'm still working on the research part of monster hunting, but this will be how it does for now. But so with that, unless anyone else wants to do anything before the long rest.
no.
I think I'm good.
Alright. Then we will go ahead, everyone go ahead and hit the long rest button. And then we will pick up next time as you wake up and begin the hunt for the Texalotl.
Texalotl. Okay. Well, interesting. Well, how did his meal prep go? Did he
The-
burn his
the-
chicken and rice?
No, the meal prep is there. He's got everything. So now it's all the rolls are when he cooks.
Oh,
Is how it-
Mhm.
I wanted him to overcook
I
his
forgot
rice.
What the rules are. I know you sent them to me. But I feel like temporary hit points might help since last time we all almost died.
Well, one of us almost died.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause I'm
okay.
also
She'll
still
be here
trying to
next
work
time.
out what ingredients do what? Because like I was making like meat and stuff increases the dice category for tip HP. I was still looking like, okay, what does fish do? What like by like unique.
Yeah, I remember you
spices.
sent me like a rough draft.
Yeah.
Just sprinkle some. Hey, I have some leaves that you can garnish it with. Here you go.
That's poison oak.
Probably.
I'm just gonna look at it. Just go, it's poison oak. Put that down.
I hand it to you. My hand is just completely like just infected. Like, hey, it's all good. Here you go.